What's going on, YouTube? Back at it with another video. Look, we got some sports, man. It says this dude was the 7-foot giant was too big to play in the NFL. Fam, if you need help getting off the ground, there's no way you're going to the NFL. Too big is crazy. Like, you too big for the NFL is wild, bro. But like, I don't think it's his size is too big. I think it's just his legs, simply. Like, cause if your legs is that long, like, how do you get up as a small person if you 7 foot? Let alone got some weight on you. Like, damn, that's crazy. But yeah, man, before we get in this video, need you to like, comment, subscribe. Damn, that sounds weird. Sound like I was in my head. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn in post notifications on. Sit back and relax. Fire up one of them good ones if you got one. We're going to be sitting for a little minute. And let's do it. Let's get into the video.
Did you know there's a man too big for the NFL? This is Krahn. He stands at 7 feet tall and is so big he can't stand up on his own, but has the strength of 3 NFL players. And that's just one of the...
Look at his teammates walked up. You don't put your... hey, man, get off the ground. He started looking at his teammate.
He can't stand up on his own, but has the strength of 3...
Look, he got up like, man, don't you fucking...
3 NFL players.
He seen how big he was and was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's just one of the 12 unbelievable players I gotta show you. Like this NFL quarterback who weighed even more at 560 pounds. This D1 football player who is completely blind. Or this 4-foot tall running back who's so good. He plays D1 football.
Oh yeah, I remember him. That nigga only played one play though. The little nigga. He played one play and got like 3 yards and they slung his little ass. He ain't had no chance.
And first, let's talk about the football player with half a body. This is Dave Stevens, and from the second he was born, his life was rough. Because not only was he born without legs, but his mom put him up for adoption immediately.
Oh, that's fucked up. Born without legs, and then your mom said, I ain't gonna be able to take care of him. Trifling, and I hope you get karma for that. I don't care who you is. I don't care if you're a mom or a dad, but as a mom, that just hit a little different giving up your kids for some reason. Like, that hit a little different. If you are a mom and you give your child up for any reason, you dirty bitch. I'm behind it. We not friends. I need you to only be friends with God. That's it. Let him forgive you. Cause I don't think you deserve shit in life. If you are a mother out here and you just give your kids up, and you got other kids, and you just like for some reason you just give this one up on my mama, you don't deserve nothing. You are trifling and you're selfish, unless you like you want some crazy ass drugs or something, and you just know like even if you get off these drugs, you not fit, so you give them like to granny or like to your auntie to take care of them, but you come around, you know, or like some. I can't think of no other excuse, because even that one I just said wasn't even a good excuse. Bitch, get off the drugs. Like, you giving your kids up for what? It ain't like you went to prison or like you was in the army or, you know, like some crazy shit happened where you just physically couldn't be there mentally or physically. You had a chance and you out here going to the club or you still having a good time, but you gave your kids away. Trifling. We're not cool.
Couldn't let all that get to his head, but instead, you wanted to do the impossible. So in high school, he made the wrestling, baseball, and football teams.
Damn.
He'd run on his hands in baseball. In wrestling, opponents had trouble.
That nigga should have played in like got a job at a scary house or some haunted house. That would scare the fuck out me. That nigga come out of one of them rooms. Oh shit! That scared the shit out of me, boy. Hell no. Look how he came running.
Impossible. So in high school, he made the wrestling, baseball, and football teams.
Nigga come out of nowhere.
He'd run on his hands in baseball. In wrestling, opponents had trouble getting a hold of him. And in football, he'd latch onto his opponent's legs. In fact, he was so good at sports, he broke multiple state records. But even with all that, he still had doubters.
I talked to a Yankee scout, and he said, there's no really reality of you ever getting in. The odds are 30 trillion to 1 because guys with legs don't make it, and they have to be the best. Have to be the best in the world, which means you have to be 10 times best. And I just said, well, you can't take my dream away from me.
But by the 1980s, Dave became the only legless college athlete in the world when he played for Augsburg University football, baseball, and wrestling teams. But despite already proving everyone wrong, Dave had his eyes set.
I just don't see it going far. They could just jump over his head, bro. There's no way.
Baseball and wrestling.
Hey, bro, he's not tackling me, fool. I'm gonna just keep it real, bro. It's no way. And as a center, I'm pushing him down. Straight up. Like, we in football game right now. Like, it's no feeling sorry, none of that. Like, I'm pushing you on your back every time. Swear. As a running back, I'm running your ass over. Straight up. If I can get that low, I'm running through you. Or I'm just going to jump over you. But I ain't gonna lie, I will let him tackle me in certain plays. I'll let him get it. Like when I go through the whole, I'll let him tackle me. But if it's me, you, end zone, straight up. I don't care about these cameras. I don't care about none of that. Nigga, I'm finna go score on your ass. Huh? Ain't no way, bro. Definitely in football these days. This is not 1980s. This is 2024. He ain't got a chance.
Wrestling teams. But despite already proving everyone wrong, Dave had his eyes set on something much bigger, the NFL. And one day in 1990, Dave got the call. It was the Dallas Cowboys.
Damn, in the 90s, the Cowboys? That's crazy. Bro must be nice. Because we talking about America's team. Like, Cowboys is trash now, but they weren't always trash. They was like at one point in time, people wanted to go there.
And if he wanted to come down for a tryout.
As he sat waiting for his turn at the Cowboy Open tryout yesterday, Dave Stevens looked a lot like the others who were there, chasing their dream of the NFL.
It makes me feel lucky seeing him, but yeah, it inspires me a lot. Yeah, it gave me chills up my spine. I talked to some of the players that was trying out. They felt the same way.
Indeed they did, evidenced by the spontaneous applause when Dave finished his first 40-yard dash.
That's the 40? That ain't gonna work, bro.
Because these are a lot of guys that have the same dreams as I do. And it kind of gave me chills up my spine. I kind of stopped. And I just
that shit is lit, though. To be able, like... This man, he made it farther than people that got everything that they need in life, as in like legs, good health, going to camps, nigga. And he made it to the NFL Combine and actually got a call from a team. And it was the Cowboys, bro. That motherfucker good, and he done proved his point. He done did a lot of shit that your average human can't do or never will be able to do. He went to play college football. You know how many of your cousins and shit that was raw as fucking high school that did not go to college to play football? Did not get a scholarship? Definitely wanted to go to NFL and had no chance at all? Bro did that shit with 2 arms. Literally no legs on grannies.
I just was like, you know, that's a lot of respect.
Now, while he didn't make the NFL,
rubbing
he
his
did get a
hips
job
on the
at
turf.
ESPN as a reporter, covering some of the most historic sporting events.
That's a sport he could have went crazy in. Fishing. You really don't need legs to be a good fisherman. Unless you like doing like some catching sharks. You know how they got to put it right there. But he technically just sit on that motherfucker. That's cold. That's hard.
Yeah, this man's done more with no legs than I have with 2. But his next player's missing both of his eyes and somehow made it onto a D1 college team. See, this is Jake Olson. And when he was just 8 months old, he was diagnosed with a rare
cute
cancer
baby, though.
that caused him to lose his right eye. And then when he was 12, he lost his left eye the same way. But even though he was completely blind,
He did what?
he was diagnosed with a rare cancer that caused him to lose his right eye.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's one thing about me that people don't know. Like, I'm completely blind in my right eye, too. I can't see nothing. Everything is just like, I can just see the light of everything. Like, I can obviously see that this is number 4 right here. But if I hold that motherfucker right here, Yeah. Like all this is just like I see blue and white. Well, white person, I think. And then this eye, I got a contact in it. So this eye, I can see every motherfucking thing. But on this eye, I got like all these black spots, like right here. Like in this area, I can't. It's just like black, like glaucoma or some shit. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's black. Like, let's say I hold my hand up and put like a black circle right here to where you can't see these fingers, but you only see everything else around that black circle. So it's like certain spots in my eye that's like that. Nigga, when I get this money and this money come in, nigga, I'm getting my eyes fixed. I want new eyeballs. I want to see 20/20. Nigga, this eye is so completely gone. There's not even a contact in this. I only wear a contact in one eye. That's crazy. I be seeing shit weird, and I'm like, God damn.
And then when he was 12, he lost his left eye the same way. But even though he was completely blind, Jake was determined to play football.
I ain't completely blind. That's different.
A number of drills, and I said, "Oh my gosh, there's no way this kid is ever gonna, learn how to snap."
Truthfully, I really sucked the first time. So the coaches kind of just put me aside. Okay, this kid's gonna be on our team, but he'll be playing left bench.
So every day,
left
Jake would practice
crazy.
long snap, doing hundreds of reps over and over, trying to get the timing and precision down. And when his high school season rolled around, coaches couldn't believe it. Jake was the best long snapper on the team.
He kept practicing all these different drills. And finally, I started seeing some progress.
I don't know why I thought he was going to be the kicker or something.
They lined up all the long snappers, and I was snapping, and it was evident that I was the best.
And after an amazing season on varsity, Jake committed to USC, where in his first game, he did this.
That's harder than the bitch. Like, do the defense still push him over, though? Or they just make sure, like, it ain't no way you get through this hoe? Like, bro, he is at USC, bro. Like, that just, like, kicked in, like, this motherfucker D1. And completely blind, bro. Like, he one of them blinds, like, he take his glasses off. Niggas be like, ugh. Like, it looks scary. D1, though. Shout out to him, bro. Salute, sweet Jesus. That's crazy, Jake.
So, Jake
That's what's
Olson,
up.
how about this for an inspirational moment? He is out there snapping.
It's a real game, bro.
Listen to the crowd. Look at the USC sideline.
It's a real game. And they won.
Look at the excitement right there.
That boy Jake like, ha 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 ha. You know, I snapped that motherfucker the way I snapped that motherfucker. You know what I mean? And that nigga can't see a goddamn thing. Like, he don't know none of this. He don't even know their colors. He don't know everybody happy for him. Well, he do, because he can hear it and feel. But damn, bro. He on TV, bro. He on TV.
I wish my man could have seen how perfect that was. Now, what if I told you that there's a football player who lost their leg in the middle of a game? In 2014, Cody Casey was playing for Georgetown, and during a game, he was blocking a defender when he suddenly got hit from the side by another player, immediately breaking his leg.
My bone was pretty much bulging out of my skin. It didn't break the skin, but it was bulging, and I realized that I broke my leg. It was really shocking, devastating at the time.
So he was rushed to the hospital, where doctors performed emergency surgery, and his leg was fine for a few weeks, but that didn't last long, because Cody's leg became infected. So doctors had to perform 9 more surgeries, but unfortunately, they didn't work.
After the first surgery, I thought it was gonna be that and then keep going. Second, we realized after the first surgery that my bone didn't grow for about 6 months. So we had to have another surgery, and after that I was trying to get walking again, get right back on track, and then it came to find out that I had an infection in my leg, so that was very devastating for me, and it was a little setback. So we had to get that all situated, cleaned out, and I had to have a couple more surgeries, and it got to the point where my leg muscles pretty much died, and That's when the doctors gave me the decision.
Doctors gave Cody the most important decision of his life. Either keep his leg, but it would never work again, or have it amputated. And after days of thinking, Cody decided that he'd rather have no leg.
He took that motherfucker off. I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have kept that motherfucker just in case I got my feeling back. But at the same time, you gotta carry that motherfucker around. It's all just hanging and shit. But I mean, your pictures would be hard though. But I don't know. The day and age we living in, you can get a bionic leg and that bitch work even better. That motherfucker don't ever get tired. None of that shit. You be the fastest nigga. You can jump high now because it got built-in springs and shit in it. Yeah, I think I want to. I don't know that. I just can't imagine losing a body part. Like, all this shit got a meaning to it. I feel like the only body part worth losing is this finger, your ring finger. But then you can't get married. Like, everything. I mean, all this shit count. Fuck that. Ooh.
Dead leg. But it turned out getting his leg removed actually saved his career, because he received a prosthetic that allowed him to run. And after 9 months of practicing, Cody rejoined Georgetown as a part of the kick return team, where on his first play back, he shocked the world.
He returned kicks for us.
He's running?
Speedster, you know, he's got one leg, but that prosthetic leg, he can go with that too. So we had him back.
And he got that prosthetic that got that little boing piece off of it. So of course he can still run. I wonder if he run faster.
Returning kicks.
You know, I was back there freshman year, and you know, just to have the chance to do it again, you know, yeah, it's a little different, but like just the fact that I'm back there.
That shit, talking about look different. That shit look clean. I kind of don't want no legs now, but nah, I want my legs. I don't play football. That shit look fire. That shit look like a video game.
Yeah, it's a little different, but
come here.
Like just the fact that I'm back there and
he should run track.
A lot of memories.
And so for us,
bro, this nigga could go to the is it the Special Olympics? He not special though. Like it's the Olympics where they all like mixing the leg or they got this and that. He'd go to that bitch and win. He still got one good leg. He fuck around and go to the Olympics on they dumb ass.
This is a team to see a guy out there who's been through what he's been through and nothing stopped him from
come here.
Field. It was like
there's
nothing but positives that come from it as a team, from a team standpoint.
Man, now that dude's a legend. But now we got to talk about Caden Cox, because he's a college football player with Down syndrome. See, Caden was born with a genetic disorder that causes developmental delays, but that didn't stop him from wanting to do it all. Go to college, play football, and maybe one day make it to the NFL. Early on, though, people told Caden that he could never do it. In fact,
Caden, you're not going to the NFL, brother. Keep it a whole 100. Down syndrome or not, nigga, you line up on that field, nigga, we putting you on your ass. Straight up. Like, let's go ahead and be real. Nigga, you got that helmet on. I don't know you got Down syndrome until you start talking or something. You get that ball in your hand, we gonna kill your ass. We ain't gonna kill you, but we gonna knock the hocking out your shit. Wow! You gonna get a, yeah! Good job. Wow, again. Y'all need to put him on the sideline because we keep tearing his ass up. Why y'all keep giving him the ball? I'm for real. Some shit, hey. Now, if it's like some shit and it's like, oh, Caden's getting in and, like, you know, both teams know, like, he's the autistic kid. Or, you know, like when they, like in basketball, we let the trainer, the little special ed dude, but he a trainer, we let him get in and play. Oh, and both teams let him score and shit. Yeah, that's different. But you get in this motherfucker like a regular game and no one knows. Mwah! Mwah!
In fact, people told him he wouldn't even graduate from high school. So Caden took all that hate to heart and proved everyone wrong. From making it on his high school football.
Hold on, they said he wouldn't graduate from high school? What kind of fucking shit is that? He ain't dumb. That's crazy. Oh, he a kicker. Okay, that's lit. That's lit. I thought he was actually getting it in. Okay, you can't hit the kicker at all.
Team, getting accepted into the Hocking College Hawks, and in 2021, he made his university's football team. Caden had already accomplished more than some people do in their entire lives. But during a game at Sussex College, Caden made sports history, becoming the first player with Down syndrome to score in a real college football game.
Hey, made that bit. Oh yeah.
It was an extra point and an exclamation.
Bro, as a team, there's no way I could be like this as a teammate. And the autistic kid on our team, the autistic nigga in the whole city, makes a field goal. I'm on the field. I don't care. We get a flag, nothing. Call it back. We'll kick it again. I'm on the field. Hey, yo, Caden. Oh yeah, Caden. Fuck you talking about? Nah, for real. Caden. We gonna be lit as hell. We can't lift him up. He big. He's solid little. So I can't be the one to lift you up over the head. But I can jump on your neck. Hey, Caden. I'm gonna look at the other team. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, you talking about? My nigga Caden over there kicking shit. What? That's lit.
Point.
This is college too. This ain't
Caden
high
became
school.
the first known person with Down syndrome to play as well as score in a college football game.
Boom! Oh
He's
yeah.
just like beaming. I did it, Mom.
Hold on. God damn. Who the fuck? Shit. They beating their ass. All these black people on their team, y'all only got 2 funky ass points? How you get 2 points? Oh, a safety. 2 funky ass points in this. They got 34 of them bitches. And then Caden gonna make that motherfucker 35 on your dumb ass. Just to add another one. Stupid. It's only 3rd quarter. Y'all got 2 funky monkeys. 2? God damn.
Football game.
And Caden made it worse.
Beaming. I did it,
35.
Mom. My baby did it. I mean, they said he couldn't even go to college, and look where he is.
Dang,
me and your baby
we need to
did
put
it.
that man in the Hall of Fame. But look, we gotta mention the shortest college player in
God
football
damn, that nigga
history,
little.
Jason Carter, a 4'9", 130-pound running back who was so good he played for Rice University, a D1 school. All because Jason figured out that.
That was that nigga only play right there. That one he just ran. I ain't gonna lie, high school, he probably go dummy. The way he was just running, that nigga probably... he probably got at least like 10 touchdowns his high school career, you know. Some shit like that. College and NFL ain't in the question. It's not an option, bro. You're not going crazy.
Being short could actually be an advantage. See, in high school, he was so low to the ground, all he had to do was duck past defenders. And on defense, this man was a menace. He'd go straight for the ankles.
Oh, come here.
And it worked, because by his senior year, he had scored 18 touchdowns.
Damn.
Racked up 92 tackles. Those stats were
Damn. 18 touchdowns. 92 solo tackles in 1 year. Whoa. That motherfucker was going dummy. Shit.
good. He was able to walk onto a D1 football team, and in 2013, he made history by becoming the shortest player to ever play in a college football game.
What a great story. UTEP taking on Rice. Fourth quarter, owls up big. There he is, getting his first career carry. The 135-pound, 4'9", Carter's the shortest player in FBS.
I guess size really doesn't matter, huh? Well,
that motherfucker is little,
you wouldn't
bro.
believe
I
exactly.
ain't gonna lie. If I'm only gonna play one play of the season, I don't even want to be on the team, honestly. I'll go play for like a little league in the something. I don't want to play for y'all. I only get one play. It ain't that serious to me. But I'm also a person who don't give a fuck about sports either. So, yeah, my bad. Damn. But shit, that's crazy, bro. He did go deep. Well, he is on the team, so that means his college getting paid for. I ain't think about that. His college is getting paid for. And he probably getting coochie.
In the NFL, like Derek Coleman, because this dude made it all the way to the league, even though he was deaf. See, in football, hearing is everything. You gotta hear what plays the quarterback is calling. You gotta communicate with your teammates on defense. Hell, if you can't hear footsteps, you might get blindsided. So Derek had to invent an entirely new way of playing football by spending hours perfecting lip reading, figuring out exactly what play was being called, not only through helmets, but through mouth guards. And this paid off big time, because Derek became one of the best players to come out of California, earning a full-ride scholarship to UCLA. And in 2012, Derek made history, signing with the Seattle Seahawks and becoming the first offensive deaf player in NFL history.
You were the first person in the entire history of the NFL to play offense and be deaf.
You think how my football career started, like I was some pantyhose to cover my hearing aid, and now I'm here in the NFL. I think everybody had their unique story.
And for him to be deaf and actually talking, we understand is crazy. Like people like this, like Caden, Derek, the dude earlier with Jake, what's it, the dude with no arm, with no legs? Bro, that's motivation for like anybody out here that we got full everything. Like, bro, tap in with your talent, whatever your talent is, because everybody got more than 3 talents. Tap in with your talents and find a way to monetize that motherfucker. He in the whole NFL, he monetized his talent. And had a fight against not being able to hear. People on this motherfucker going to the NFL without legs, kicking field goals, and they've got 1 chromosome missing and shit. Like, fam, we in this motherfucker 100% everything, and we just rolling up good blunts. Like, bro, no. Y'all motherfuckers need to tap in with theyself and go crazy. Go dummy, bro. That little job you got ain't gonna be the end of your life. I wanna end up being a manager at my job. If that's what you want, do that. But if you know for a fact, like, man, I'm tired of working, I'm my mama, tap in with your talents and find a way to turn it into something.
Oh yeah, that just happened to be mine.
A lot of y'all can be personal trainers and y'all don't even know.
Growing up?
It wasn't really until I got to junior and high school when I started realizing that it's not really a disability, it's an advantage.
Advantage? How?
I can turn.
Why she looking at advantage? Are you sure about that? Bitch, yeah.
It's not really a disability, it's an advantage.
Advantage?
Like an advantage, nigga? Are you sure about that? You know I talk about people when they leave.
How?
I can turn people on and off whenever I want.
Man, he might not be able to hear.
I'm
cheering
that's
for him.
hard.
Now, we gotta talk about how a college player is dominating with 1 hand.
This don't surprise me at all. Dude with one, I played on a team with a dude with 1 hand. Like all throughout high school. And that little motherfucker strong. Straight up. He used to lift weights 1 hand on my mama. This one on bar, this one on nub. And he a little nigga too, but like he a strong little dude. Like if you look at him, you be like, oh, he little. But if he take his shirt off and flex and shit, you be like, oh no, that nigga yoked up. That nigga big. On granny, he got 1 hand and he tackle your ass and everything. So this don't surprise me. And then old dude with 1 hand is he played for Seattle Seahawks. Yeah. There's a lot of people out here with one hand literally going dumb.
Alex Hurlbert, and he's been missing his left arm since birth, but that didn't stop anything for him, because Alex was able to train 1 arm to become ridiculously strong, which was enough for him to become one of the best linebackers in the state of Oregon, even winning the Conference Player of the Year. But the craziest part is, this man got a full-ride scholarship to play D1 football for the University of Montana.
This week he found out he'll play Division I football on a full-ride scholarship at the University of Montana.
Anything's possible. I never saw myself playing college football.
This isn't about his arm to me. This is about him being a great football player and a great human being, and that's the part I'm most proud about.
And after his football career came to an end, Alex made his disability look like a superpower when he became a 1-armed powerlifter.
I swear to God, everybody I know with that 1 arm, and when they stop playing football, they become these fucking super weightlifters. 1 arm, though. I can't lift that shit with 6 arms. God damn. Man, he got them Vans on. You better watch that toe, nigga. You land that on that toe, it's over with. Them Vans, you gonna have 1 foot. Shit.
Man, this dude is deadlifting over 600 pounds with basically 1 arm. But down in Louisiana, there's a player that's gonna change how football's played. Forever. Because we gotta mention the college football player. That's a woman. I'm talking about Haley Van Voorhis.
That motherfucker better finna be a kick. Damn swole ass shit. God damn. But she definitely a kicker. It ain't no female football player that go join the boys, and they not kids. I'm not talking about city league kids. I'm talking about high school football and up. And they join the boys and actually play in the game as a regular position. No, it's just not happening. They either be the kicker or the kicker. Because she getting her shit killed. Fuck. Come on, man. Let her get a hold of that ball. Or let her try to tackle a nigga. You getting ran through. We don't care about them muscles. We don't.
And since she was 5, all she's ever wanted was to make it to the NFL. So she practiced every day until she was recruited by Shenandoah University.
Damn! Yay! That motherfucker yoked up. Oh my Jesus. She look like how I want to look. About. Hold on, let me see. You see that? Yeah, y'all see it? Yeah, I can make my chest move. Yay!
University, but not as a kicker, not as a punter, or even a long snapper. This 5'6", 145-pound girl.
That motherfucker look like a stud. I ain't gonna lie. She look like she'd hit your ass. Everything I was saying. She 5'6", 145. That motherfucker bigger than me. When I was in high school, bro, I was like 5'6", but I was like 90 pounds. 5'4", 90 pounds. What? Yeah, that motherfucker probably run my ass over.
Is a safety. But even though she was on the team, they sidelined her for 3 years straight.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
she used that time to sharpen up her game until 2023. Because during a game against Juanita College, she made sports history.
The 5'6" safety came into the game with Division III Shenandoah up 26 points against Juniata College, registering a quarterback hurry on the way to a Shenandoah win.
Did that quarterback know what or
She
who?
didn't play until she got to college, and then she got on the she got on the news for nothing. Did that quarterback know? You can tell she don't know shit about football. The quarterback got the pass off. Huh? That should have been a flag.
Hurry.
No, it shouldn't have been a flag, but right there you should have let go. You didn't do shit. Now, I get it, y'all. I get it. She's a girl, though. She's a girl. But no, that wasn't shit, bro. She didn't do nothing. That shouldn't have been on the news. I want to see her, like, do something. Since she's not a kicker now, they should have gave her a chance. Like, let her play something. Let her get out there and, like, earn some stats, you know? Let her get something. Y'all couldn't have been everybody y'all played with good. Y'all didn't have to wait till college. Damn. How'd she get the scholarship?
Did that quarterback know what or who hit him?
I've had some people come up to after the game until I take my helmet off. They're like, dude, I didn't know you were even a girl.
Man, I wouldn't want to be tackled by her. But one college football player made it to the NFL while battling cancer. See,
I wonder,
James
like,
Conner
she
had
have,
it all,
like, highlights?
starting spot in the Pittsburgh Panthers and a bright future ahead in the NFL. Then one day, his dreams became a nightmare because James had a crazy headache and night sweats. So he went straight to the doctor, where he received the worst news of his life. A tumor was surrounding his heart. Doctors told him he'd only have 1 week to live.
Damn!
Unless he got an emergency surgery. So James didn't waste a second. He got the surgery underway and went through chemotherapy. Now, patients that go through chemotherapy are usually exhausted and have trouble doing any physical activity. But not James, because the day after each chemo treatment, he went and worked out with the Pittsburgh football team, doing sprints, lifting weights, and doing agility. For James, not playing football wasn't an option, but in 2016, he witnessed a miracle. After 12 chemo treatments, he was 100% cancer-free.
So we all good? Yes, sir. Yes. May 23rd was the day I got that call telling me I made a complete recovery.
That's my sister's
1,000 pounds
birthday.
lifted off. You know, feel like I could jump a 16-inch vertical.
So with cancer out of his body, James immediately
Shout out
went
to
to
that
work.
boy James.
And after the season ended, he declared for the NFL draft, where, with the 105th pick, he was selected by his hometown team, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
In the 2017 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select James.
How's it feel to be a Pittsburgh Steeler?
That's how I feel.
Unbelievable feeling, man. Right back at Heinz Field, ready to get number 7.
Right back at home.
A year ago, 2 years ago.
That's crazy.
You know, I knew I was gonna be in the NFL one day. This, you know, everything I've been through, a little bump in the road. But I'm thankful for it all.
What do you have to say to Steelers Nation?
Steelers Nation, let's go. I'm ready to work. About to win the Super Bowl. Let's go.
Man, football is easy compared to what he went through. But there are a lot more unbelievable athletes coming up, like the 7-foot monster too big for the NFL, the 560-pound NFL quarterback, or this NFL kicker without a foot. And we'll get to all that and much more. But first, we gotta thank our sponsor FanDuel, the best app to place your Super Bowl dollars and your first Super Bowl on who steps and secure $200 in bonus bet. But we got to talk about the NFL kicker without a foot.
Oh, yeah, I seen
this
dude.
is Tom Dempsey.
They gave him they had to like design his shoe a certain way so he can boot that motherfucker because he didn't have a foot.
Dempsey, a football player born without most of his fingers on his right hand. And
I didn't know that nigga ain't had them fingers. That nigga got them motherfucking number duns on me. He give you a wet willy and piss you the fuck off. Like, but stop that shit, bro. What the hell? Put them motherfuckers in my ear, man. Did you licked it? Why the fuck is it wet? That nasty ass shit, man. Yeah, he'll piss your ass off with them motherfuckers.
The team that they needed a new kicker. Dempsey raised his hand, and everyone looked at him like he was insane. So he took the cleat off his bad foot and booted the ball past the end zone. Dempsey realized his foot was a literal brick, and from that moment on, he was destined to be a kicker. So after
crazy,
months
bro.
of kicking,
Look at
San Diego Chargers head coach Sid Gilman happened to stop by their campus and saw Dempsey kicking. He knew immediately that they needed to have him on the team. So in 1968, Tom Dempsey signed with the Chargers, and they hooked him up with a new shoe that featured a flattened toe area and functioned like a sledgehammer. In his first season, he was killing it, hitting field goal after field goal. And on November 8th, 1970, Dempsey's team was down 2 with just a few seconds left, and they needed a field goal to win it all. Only problem was, they were 63 yards out, which if he made it...
hold on, they on the 40. And I'm like, oh, it's like a 40 yard. That's already far. Then I seen the 20, and I'm like, hold on. He kicking from the other side.
It would be the farthest successful field goal anyone had ever kicked. So he lined up, and this happened.
The 30
winning the game.
Boom! That's fucking wild, bro.
I don't believe this.
It's good.
That is crazy.
Catch was good from 63 yards away.
From that day on, play became forever known as the kick, and Dempsey became an NFL legend. But look, we gotta talk about the 7-foot-tall, 440-pound monster that was too big for the NFL. Meet John Krahn, aka Junior. See, at only 11 years old, Junior was 6 foot tall and had a size 16 shoe. This child looked like a fully grown man. So with genetics that crazy, Junior immediately started playing football, and by the time he reached high school in 2012, he became a monster because he had grown to 7 feet and weighed 400.
Imagine that motherfucker get on the airplane. He gonna have hell because I be tight on the airplane. If you don't get like first class or where you get the recliner and everything, you gonna have hell. Boy, I remember I was on this plane, right? And I got to sit, I was sitting by this one girl. She was sitting like, I want to say right behind me. And nigga, I got that motherfucker and I was like, damn, she fine in the motherfucker. So I'm like, I'm gonna shit over here. We can talk a little bit. Nigga, I sat on that motherfucking plane. That shit sucked ass. That shit was so tight and And then the girl behind me, she was like, excuse me, can I get up and go to first class? Nigga, she just paid an extra little bit right there. I don't even know if that's, you can do that. But she paid extra right there already on the plane just to go to first class. Nigga, they let her go. I was like, damn, what you do for a living? I was watching her go to first class like, shit, let me come up there with you. We didn't even get to speak. My name's Trey. But I was walking up, like getting off the plane, and I was seeing her in the front with the recliner seats, and she was so comfortable. And I was looking like, ooh, I'm going to do that next time. I'm going to sit in the back and then be like, can I? So I can get some attention. You know what? I'm going to go to first class. I'll pay an extra $5, right? 50? 100? Okay, yeah. Because this nigga, her whole flight looked comfortable.
40 pounds, which officially made Junior the largest person to ever play football. So at 16, there wasn't a single person that could guard Junior.
Damn.
He came down with his hand, like falling over and hit me in the face mask, and I was like, felt like I got hit by a truck.
And with talent like this, Junior made it a goal to get to the
following you, it's over with. Anything you doing, he fall on, ooh wee.
NFL. But almost immediately after, something terrible happened. His biggest supporter, his mother, had passed away in her sleep. Junior's life had turned upside down, and the only way he knew how to deal with the tragedy was to get back on the field and play some football. And he was able to do that for a few more months. But when it came time to apply for colleges, they weren't interested. They thought Junior was slow. They thought his footwork was terrible, and he was so big. There was a genuine concern that he might fall on a teammate and break them, which had already happened multiple times in high school. So he was left with no choice but to attend community college in Riverside, with hopes that he could lose some weight and one day attend a D1 school. And after 2 years of working his ass off, that D1 school came calling, the Portland State Vikings. So Junior dropped everything, moved to Portland, and joined the team as an offensive lineman. But even though he continued to work hard off the field, even losing 45 pounds, it wasn't enough to help him on the field, because Junior was impossible to play. He had the slowest 40-yard dash on the team, and running backs ran around him like he was a 7-foot-tall practice cone, which is exactly why Junior never got a second of playtime. So at this point, it seemed like Junior's dreams of going pro were officially dead. But during the final weeks of his senior year, Junior got the offer of a lifetime. It was the WWE, asking if he...
There's the WWE. I wasn't expecting that, but you better take it. Because I mean, like, what else you gonna do? Go work a job? Hell no, nigga, you 7 foot tall, 300 pounds. Like, there's no job that's gonna be comfortable for you. None. You gotta find a way to get paid off that height. So, NIL, signed to the WWE on Granny's. The Big Show #2.
If he'd join him as a wrestler. So, while Junior never made it to the NFL, he's currently training and on his way to becoming a WWE GOAT. Now, I gotta mention though, he's not the only one who was too big for the NFL, because there's an NFL quarterback that got so big, he reached 560 pounds, which ruined his career and even his life. See, by his senior year of high school, Jared Lorenzen was the best football player in all of Kentucky, throwing 45 touchdowns in the season and leading his team to a state championship. But there was one giant problem. Jared was bigger than most of his linemen, weighing 240 pounds. And people wondered, how could a quarterback...
Nigga can be hard as fuck to sack that big motherfucker. He one of the ones you hit their legs and you get up like, Coach like, what the hell the problem is? Shoulder. Your shoulder. Yeah. Wrap him up. Stop slinging your body at him. It's a little shoulder. Take me out. For real. This big ass nigga running.
Quarterback possibly be that big? Well, it turns out, Jared had an addiction. The man couldn't stop eating. And even though he was getting recruited to play D1 football for Kentucky, he just kept eating until he ballooned up to 308 pounds.
Damn.
But every day, he showed arm strength that was off the charts. Because Jared would end practice by getting on one knee at center field and throwing the ball over 60 yards until he hit the goalpost. His coaches knew that he was special, but they told him the only way he'd be able to play quarterback is if he dropped 40 pounds. So Jared went to work, waking up at 5 a.m. every morning to play racquetball for 2 hours, keeping up with his normal football workouts, swimming every single night, and also took Ripped Fuel, a weight loss pill that was banned by the FDA. But it all ended up paying off, because of the last weigh-in, the scale read 268.8, and Jared was officially the new starting quarterback, finishing his college career first all-time in SEC passing attempts, and even getting nicknames from teammates like the Hefty Lefty, J-Lo, and the Pillsbury Throw Boy.
What are you being called?
Oh,
Pillsbury Throw Boy is crazy.
Which still, I love. Pillsbury Throw Boy, round mounted touchdown, mobile, agile, hostile, and hungry.
Now, in 2004, despite not getting drafted, the New York Giants wanted a piece of the man, so they signed him as a free agent.
Oh, he went. I was gonna say he probably played for one of them little adult leagues or something.
Where he backed up Eli Manning for 3 seasons and even won a Super Bowl ring. But his struggles with food continued to haunt him. Only this time, there was no coming back. Because Giants coach Tom Coughlin put a weight limit of 292 pounds on him, saying that Jared would pay $450 per day for every pound he went over.
Every time I was overweight, which happened, we'll say it happened, it was $450 per pound per day.
What's the most you have ever been over?
They capped it at $1,200, so I paid that once.
450, that's 3
That motherfucker is huge, look at it.
Yeah. My weight, I had to be between 288 and 292. Yeah.
It's just so funny to me that they didn't try to put like an athletic weight on you. They just wanted to restrict you to save you.
I'm getting 300.
Yeah, that's all it was.
That's when he realized he had a serious problem, because his food addiction was so bad, he did everything he could to...
And this is 300 whenever he's in the league. Like, he's at 500, almost 600 pounds right now.
Lose weight, besides change his diet, skipping every meal before weighing, spitting in a bottle all day to get rid of water weight, and even going fully clothed into a sauna, trying to sweat everything out, all just to barely make weight. But the moment he made weight, he went right back to the junk food. Eventually, though, he just couldn't lose the weight anymore, and no NFL team wanted him. Food had literally killed his NFL career. By age 33, Jared was done playing football, and he didn't know what to do with himself. So, to cope with the depression, he did the only thing he knew how to do: eat. So one day, he went to the doctor and was told that he was not only killing himself, but he also needed to go on blood thinners, because he had grown to an insane 4XT, a size 54 waist, and an unbelievable 500...
That shit, you know you too big when your socks look like they got your ankles in a chokehold. That nigga's socks look like it's like... I'm trying to hold this nigga ankles up. Ah! Like, god damn. Them socks look tight than a motherfucker.
XT, a size 54 waist, and an unbelievable 560 pounds. Wow. Jared went from Super Bowl winner to morbidly obese. But eventually, he got money. Jared's addiction got the best of him. And sadly, on July 3rd, 2019.
You can tell by how they saying it, July 3rd, 2019. It's so slow. He done died. Don't tell me he done died, bro.
At just 38 years old.
At just 38, they ain't even said it. That mean he died. If they say at just 38 on this day of the day of all days to be done on the day that have to day the day it. He passed away. What?
Jared passed away.
Ah!
Was set to begin at 2 o'clock
Damn!
in Edgewood, Kentucky, but the line started forming at 12:45. Clearly, the legacy Jared Lorenzen is leaving behind is quite significant.
Oh.
Jared, we're told, wouldn't want anyone
R.I.P. Jared, sweet Jesus.
So they called this a celebration of life. And what a life he packed into just 38 years.
When you're dealing with an individual as unique as him, I mean, he's very...
The fuck? His beard looked fake. I thought that nigga had a mask on.
Into just 38 years.
When you're dealing
Don't it look like he got a mask on right there?
with an individual as unique as him, I mean, you very rarely can find a guy who is that talented and cared that much for people.
You know, he was always in a good mood. He was always
In a good
had
mood?
a smile on his face. He was
They
always...
definitely in Kentucky. You know, he was always in a good mood. Kentucky Fried Chicken. And, you know, like he's always been a good person. We call him Dougie Allen. I call him Teach Me How to Dougie Allen. Until this day, teach me how to Dougie Allen. You're loved.
Always positive.
And always turning heads on the football field.
At first, you just see the bodies, and you're like, well, which one's the quarterback? But then to see him actually in film, it's like, you know, you could definitely tell he was a special player.
Who was probably best summed up by an uncle, Terry Conlon.
It'll be a long time before you find another one like him.
You didn't even have to know Jared at all to feel that way about him.
R.I.P. Jared, man. Damn.
This is
But yeah, man, that's gonna be the end of this video, man. Need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, turn in post notifications on, and I'm out this thing, man. Y'all have a good night. Hope y'all find love within yourself, within God, within Jesus. And stay tuned for the next video. I'm out. Peace.